it's another one of those I wanted to talk about Catholic stuff again. Today I want to tell you about what Advent is, because I think a lot of people just might not even know. I think people may have heard of Lent, but I have this feeling that like Advent doesn't really get talked about much. So basically, the way this works, the church has a year-long calendar, but it doesn't start in January. It actually starts at the end of November / beginning of December. It's usually the Sunday after Thanksgiving, but basically it's 4 Sundays before Christmas is the beginning of Advent. The week before that is Christ the King, where we celebrate that, Christ is King of the universe. And then that's like the culmination of the whole year-long liturgical calendar that sort of moves through the different celebrations. And then Advent begins. And so the first Sunday of Advent is the beginning of the church year. And Advent is the time of preparation before Christmas. So it's all the readings and stuff at Mass talk about the second coming of Christ, basically at the end of the world when he comes back. And so it's like looking forward to that, and then also looking back to his first coming, the incarnation at Christmas. And it's a time of preparation for that and of looking forward to, like I said, the end of the world and the second coming. And kind of pairing those two things together, which is interesting. And so, like, Christmas as a liturgical thing, as a celebration in the church, doesn't start until Christmas Day. And then it lasts, you ask different people, it's kind of different times, but it's like, there's the octave of Christmas, which is 8 days, but I think it actually lasts a little bit longer than that, but it's goes for at least 8 days, but I think until Epiphany, which is January 12th, I want to say. I should have looked this up beforehand, because that's always something that's a little confusing, but that's why when I get a live tree, I like to get it as close to Christmas as possible, so that it will last for as long into Christmas as possible, and I don't get rid of it until Epiphany if I can. But we've got a fig tree this year. We're going to put it up this weekend. And so, yeah, Advent, the colors are not red and green. The colors are purple and pink. The third Sunday of Advent is called Laetare Sunday, which means rejoice. And it's a special, like, extra happy thing. It's the same colors as Lent, and so it's kind of similar to Lent, which is the 40-day period before Easter, except that Lent is a lot more penitential, and Advent is a lot more sort of preparative. I think some people will give some things up for Advent, but I've never done that. Maybe I should, but basically I kind of have this, like, it's one of the reasons I don't like to start Christmas music at least until after Thanksgiving, because as everyone says, like, oh, Christmas starts earlier and earlier every year, like the day after Halloween, seriously. And so I don't like to start Christmas music until Advent starts, because then it's like, it gets me in the mood to celebrate Christmas, which is what Advent is all about anyway, is getting you prepared to celebrate Christmas. And so, yeah, that's why I don't really start doing any preparation until then. I don't make gift lists in time for Black Friday, which maybe, again, practically that's something I should do. But anyway, I don't know if that was helpful at all or informative at all, but that's basically Advent is what we're doing right now. And it can be as short as basically 3 weeks in one day, or as long as 4 entire weeks. If Christmas is on a Sunday, then the 4th Sunday of Advent would be a whole week beforehand. This year, Christmas is on a Tuesday, so the last week of Advent starts on the 4th Sunday and is only then Sunday, Monday, and then Tuesday is Christmas. So it can be pretty short, and this is the case where the first Sunday of Advent didn't start until December 2nd. So I guess the 3rd would be the shortest it can possibly be, which makes it feel like the preparation time is shorter and shorter. Like, I count how many Sundays until Christmas, and so this year it's like, oh, there's still 2 more weeks, or 2 more, full weeks, but it's really not. It's only like 1 full week plus a half week, depending on when you're seeing this. So, okay, that's all I have to say today. Again, if you have questions about the Catholic faith that you want answered, like, I would be happy to talk about those. If not, I will see you in the next video tomorrow. I think it might be another planner thing. So, and then maybe more family stuff over the weekend. Comment if you have preferences. Otherwise, I'll just show you what I show you. See you in the next one. Bye.